everybody, I know it's been ages, sorry about that, totally my bad, not yours. I had an interesting career change in the meantime and life got a little bit hectic, but we're back at it. So 2020 seems to be the year everyone's getting organized, and last year was a bit chaotic, and I decided no matter what, this year will not be that chaotic. I'm going to be more organized myself. So after a lot of brainstorming and thinking, decided to go with the planner system. Last year I went digital and it worked for a while, but with load shedding and power shedding and everything else, digital only works when there's power to run your devices. As simple as that. So in case you don't know, I'm a remedial education therapist, so I work with normal children with basic learning difficulties, and I'm trying to help them get better at, well, school. So here's my planner for this year. It's the Elixir Lily Your Daily Edit in Geometric. I quite like it. This is one of my favorite shades of purple, and I love this shade of pink. Such a millennial, and I got my initials embossed on it. It's a little bit annoying. I don't like the fact that the eye is skewed, but yeah, anyway, I can live with it. So it's a basic paper journal. It's got a bunch of stuff that I still need to fill in. Probably gonna sit and do that tonight. So let's get to the actual journal itself. So every day, every month has this very cute little tabby system with pale pink. Well, it's not really a millennial pink, it's just dusky pink, I think. And then a quote in gold. Marie Kondo, obviously. And then you're supposed to write your goals for 2020, the month. And it's got a quarterly budget, which is, I think it'd be really nice. I should actually look into using it. And then a month in view. I started organizing a few basic things. So Steven's birthday, wrote a few basic goals, nothing too private or serious, and I don't want people to see. You wouldn't see this journal. Okay, so the work year for me starts officially the 15th of January. So the first few days in January, I didn't really write anything. I was on holiday, and I kind of went with what the group was going, which was great. What I like about this little plan, let's see if I can zoom in so you can see. Yes, you can. Is it's got different little time slots, and every time slot has two things. Because I work with children, I tend to work with two children at a time, so I get to write both children in that session's name, and there's enough space that in the beginning of the year, when I'm not sure which teacher every child is with, I can even write their teacher's name. So that's actually pretty cool. Quite excited about that. And then I like the little, hope you can still see, to-do list and notes. So that's going to be really useful, and every month is kind of the same. This is the Saturday view. Ooh, I don't know why it's so dusty. But this is the Saturday view and Sunday view. Quite useful. Yeah. So if you don't know, Steven's my husband. I tend to call him Fluffy. So if you hear me calling Fluffy or Steven, it's my husband, or about him. So that's just my day planner. 365 days, or 366 this year, and pretty solid. Quite impressed with it. Yeah, so hopefully it will go well. Then the next planner I've got, I haven't actually started filling it in yet, but I'm going to, is this one from I Love Mstudio. It's just a monthly planner with goals and stuff. So I'm going to write my release dates for videos and blog posts and any big things like that in here, and then put it by my desk so I can actually remember to look at it. I'm quite excited. Then the day-to-day nitty-gritty stuff is where I sometimes need extra help. And this file looks so cool. I'm just gonna zoom out a bit so you can see it better. That's pretty much as far as we'll go. There we go. So this is my file. I like this shade of lilac, metallic lilac. Favorite shade is actually blue. Color is actually blue, but I don't want to use my favorite color for work stuff, because then I start associating my favorite stuff with work. Yeah, I know. Okay, so inserts. The planner, the inserts for my files I got at I Love Mstudio. I think I spent way too much money at that shop. But yeah, anyway, so a few things. I got these really cute little inserts from her as well, and it's just a basic a week at a glance. What I'm going to be doing is at the end of every day, once I've actually know which children I've saw in which order, write it out and fill in what type of sessions it was, so I can keep track of what's going on. So my diary will be it will look a little bit rough, but this will give me a much better idea of how my week actually went and which kids I still need to see by the end of the week. Put in a few sheets at every month. So this is just the rough planning so far. Then again, spend way too much money at I Love Mstudio. Every grade is going to have a bunch of these. Still need to just divide them up between the different grades, and it's basically just grade, the child's name at the top, and then the dates I saw them and did they earn any points. So the points are for very good behavior, working hard in the class, that sort of thing. And then at the bottom, their prizes and how many points they got by the end. Some kids are only with us for like a few months, some kids are with us for years, so obviously depending on the kid, this can run on, or they can have more than one column. And I've double printed everything. Okay, so my kid print stuff will go in here. I just need to still quickly do the whole punchy thing. Not going to do it on camera, that's really boring. Next, I'm going to have a bunch of spare exercise books, just so if a kid starts with me and I haven't got all their results yet from their tests, I can just start on the basic exercises and start a little file for them, nothing too hectic. Then in here, I'm going to have a bunch of my spare, where are their levels in reading, what sounds they're having a hard time with hearing, so I can just put it in there. Well, the tests for that, not every child's individual thing. This will get hectic. And then here, every 3 to 4 months we do assessment tests, and I'll just put everyone's assessment tests in here, just so I can keep track of what's done, what hasn't been done. Here I'll put all the completed ones. Here are all the incompleted ones, just so I can tell my boss, okay, these are finished. And then once I've actually typed out all their results at the back. So it's not going to be, this file won't be with me every single day, or it might just be in my car every day, depending on how everything's going. I don't really feel like carrying it around with me all the time, but my diary will be carried around with me all the time, and I can make notes of which kids I need to test in my diary. Okay. Oh, isn't this really cute? This is from Mapped. It's basically a diary, a hole punch, as you can see, and then it's got one of my favorite pens in, which is the Pilot G-Tech. It's a really nice little fine pen. Also, these are really cool. They're the Pilot. Clearly I have a thing for Pilot friction pens in the ultra fine. I have a thing for an ultra fine, so 0.5 nib or 0.35 nibs, and these are erasable. These are great for working on kids' projects and file systems, because sometimes I write in the wrong bit or I get the date confused. So nice being able to erase without using a pencil. So that's my file system. Speaking of I Love Mstudio, this seems to be like an ad for I Love Mstudio, and I promise you it's not. Marizon, who owns the store, has no idea who I am and how much money I have spent at her store, I think. But anyway, this is my actual diary, not my planner, my diary. I was going to use this as a planner, but one of my big things is it doesn't have the numbers. So it's got the dates which you write in yourself. You can mark which day of the week it is, that's perfectly fine, it doesn't bug me doing that. But not having the times does bug me, and I'm too lazy to write the times in every day. So I decided to use this as my end of the day reflection journal, because I do realize life tends to just be a non-stop roller coaster of days. So this is how my actual personal, how I feel life is going. So that's my planner. Then last but not least, I've got these cute little notebooks from C&A, and they're nice and thin, and they've got really pretty colors. They actually fit my general aesthetic quite well. Everything's a little bit dusty. We've had some hardcore rainstorms, and I think everything's just got a little bit dusty from that. Anyway, So I've got these cute little notebooks from CNA, which I'm just going to carry around with me with basic notes of things that need to be done. Considering just taking a massive hole punch, I do have a massive hole punch somewhere. I just punch in holes through it so I can just put it in my file. But yeah, that's my planning system for 2020. If you are a therapist or a remedial educationist or anything like that and you have a better system that you think I should know about, please tell me. I'd love to hear about what you do and what your own experiences are. And yeah, that's it. Hope you have a lovely day further. Consider subscribing, but don't subscribe if you don't want to, and have a fantastic day. Bye.